Oxygen is being used almost as a drug in these COVID times. Many patients have died due to lack of oxygen supplies in the hospitals of some states. COVID-infected patients are being advised to use pulse oximeters and keep check on their oxygen levels at all times and get immediate hospitalization if their SpO2 or oxygen saturation levels reach 90 or below. We asked Dr. M.C. Misra, former director of AIIMS New Delhi and a leading surgeon, cancer specialist and trauma care expert of the country, about this huge importance of oxygen in COVID times.
We have seen that oxygen somehow has come out a savior in this pandemic. Lot of patients, if you look at, are what a phenomena we have termed during this pandemic, what is known as happy hypoxia. So because of the lung involvement, pneumonia, depending on how much lung has been involved, 25%, 50%, 75%, patients do develop hypoxia, and beyond a certain critical point, if that hypoxia persists, somebody can die rapidly. A cardiorespiratory arrest takes place and some people are dying because of this. So oxygen has been a savior, I would say, has been used as a drug in this pandemic, not as a supplement otherwise. And you have seen that there have been shortages of oxygen in between certain states, and that was quite a hot topic for discussion 2 months ago. So yes, oxygen stores need to be created in each hospital, either by way of cylinder or through a central supply from a big oxygen tank.
The festive season has resulted in a huge surge of corona cases countrywide. Doctors fear that the coming winter months are going to further worsen the situation. Hospitals in many states, including the national capital, are unable to accommodate the number of patients. But despite this situation, many people are still not taking adequate care or precaution. The Delhi government has increased the fine for not wearing masks in public places from Rs 500 to Rs 2000. Other states are also thinking on the same lines.
I would say yes, there is a surge, and which we all were anticipating for quite some time, because we all knew that this is going to be a festive season. Reopening has across board has happened. Public transport has begun. Offices have been opened. People are traveling. Markets, you see the crowds in the marketplaces, shopping spree on which people are there. So all this, starting from Ganesh Chaturthi to Navratri to Dashera to Diwali and post Diwali, Chhat, etc., they have definitely contributed towards this sudden surge of patients with infection and also severe infection, and that is why there is a shortage of ICU beds in the hospital. Now, and people are not taking precautions. If you see marketplaces, there are large number of people, they are not putting on mask, and that is the reason Delhi government had to introduce increased fines.
Next, we asked Dr. Misra about the vaccines that are being developed. What is the actual status? By when can people actually expect to be vaccinated against the virus? And how safe and effective are these vaccines?
Now, if you look at the situation of vaccine status as of today, if we look at, there are 3 vaccine candidates which are leading in India. The 4th one has been added, like the Sputnik vaccine from Russia. The 3 vaccines which I am talking of, the first and foremost is the Bharat Biotech, ICMR and NIV, National Institute of Virology, Pune, joint venture, which they are coming out with a vaccine. Then another vaccine which is Oxford and Serum Institute collaboration through AstraZeneca. Their phase 3 trials are ongoing. The Bharat Biotech vaccine also has entered into phase 3 trial. And the third one is the Zydus Cadila. The Pfizer also has come about. Then Sputnik. Vaccine with Reddy's lab. So I think these vaccines give a lot of promise, as you've been highlighted in the reports also, that they are effective in above 90%. So that's a good news. Phase 3 trials are ongoing. The one thing I would say, the safety of these vaccines have been ensured already in phase 1 and phase 2 trial. So what is remaining to be established is the immunogenicity, development of cell-mediated immunity, antibodies, and dosages in various age groups for children, for elderly, for adults, and 2 dosages of this vaccines are needed, which is the Serum Institute Oxford vaccine, and also there are 2 vaccines, leading vaccines from USA, Moderna and Pfizer. They are in advanced stage of trials. So we hope that these vaccines are available by January, February, and trials are over by March, and we are able to start vaccination by July, August.
We will bring Dr. Misra's advice about post-COVID care and focus on the Northeast in our next edition.